Not really sure what this video is about. It ain't about nothing really, just normal van life, I guess. And thought I would show you where we are. We are just watching the sunset. That's a sort of our view for tonight. Just overlooking the sea, and now we're going to just sit, have a glass of wine.
And eat biscuits.
No one else parked here, as you can see, and we've got some chunky cookies. And
the dogs are absolutely shattered from...
yeah, the dogs are knackered because we've been out paddleboarding earlier today. And the sun is just going down over there. So...
I'm a bit later, are you drinking?
yeah, maybe we can't even do a live because we've got no signal. So... maybe we'll do a live another day. But yeah, bit of a boring video this one, isn't it? So 4 years on of van life. Have I regretted it? Am I still going to continue living van life, or will I change? All those sort of questions, I guess, I'm going to try and answer. And that's one of the reasons I actually bought this van. This is what sold it on me, is all the windows, all the light that comes in. There's light up there for the skylight. There's another light up there for the front hatch. Yeah, it's just like really good light all round. It's quite a nice, bright, airy van, which is why I chose this one as well. It made a difference to me having this living space here. I'll do a van tour one day. You'll have to film me on a van tour. Maybe you do it in this video, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to try and cover on this video is... have
you any regrets? Have
I regrets to van life? Would I do it again? Would I recommend it? Personally, I think it's the sort of person you are, your mindset, what you actually want out of life. I've met a lot of people all with the same ideas and principles as me, that I didn't want to get caught up at my age trying to buy another house or renting an house and to be committed into an high cost of bills again. I was free of a relationship and I could do as I pleased, really, and that meant I didn't want to sort of commit to... I didn't need the furniture, I didn't need the space, I didn't need sofas and TVs. I don't even have a TV now. I don't have a TV in this van. So yeah, that was one of the not goals, but one of my reasons for choosing van life is that I didn't want to commit to an area. I'd be stuck trying to pay for an house again, and it's taken me 4 years to save up the money to get out of London and to leave and retire, semi-retire sort of type thing, but to give up my job and to travel around a lot more. And yeah, I think one thing that has brought is a bit of confusion. Sue thinks I'm getting Alzheimer's because it doesn't matter what day it is anymore. I don't know whether it's Saturday or Sunday or Tuesday or Friday. I just don't know. Every day.
Every day's a weekend.
Yeah, every day just seems like another day. And I guess the only times I do sort of realise it's a weekend is the park-ups become a little bit busier. If you try and go somewhere, there's a lot more people parked, where midweek and weekdays you tend to sort of be it tends to be quieter. So overall, do I regret taking on van life? No, I think it's one of the best experiences I've actually done. I've had no real issues, really. I've had a couple minor little issues, and I'll talk about those in a minute. Should I put the lights on so we can see a bit better?
I just said that. I said that before.
You did, yeah.
Oh, thought for a minute you were getting Alzheimer's.
Well, that's better, isn't it? Look, you can see us now.
That's what I said.
You can see. Yeah, I've had a couple of little issues, minor little things, and I'll mention those in a minute. But I've met some really fantastic, genuine people, and I wouldn't have met them if I didn't go into van life. And it's some of the poorer people and people with very little that have given more time and effort and
richer experiences.
Yeah. Then
poorer in money, but richer.
Poorer in money, richer in experience, and some of them have become really good friends. So that's one of the things that I wouldn't have seen if I didn't go into van life. So I just wondered what that was. It's Dylan's ball. I just saw a chewed up bit of crap that Dylan has left on the floor for me, and it's his old ball. I wondered what it was for a minute. Where was I?
You wouldn't have found this.
I wouldn't have found you if I didn't go into van life.
Maybe you are regretting it.
No, I'm not. Oh, now we're getting all soppy. Yeah, what does it bring for you? Do you have regrets or anything? Are you still? Do you regret your van? Your van, does your van fit now? Are you still happy with your van? I think you are, aren't you?
Yeah,
it's
I'm
becoming
more than happy with my van.
We're starting to fix it up a bit more. We're gonna have to show you an update on Sue's van because we've done a bit more work on
morphing.
it. Morphing.
It's morphing to fit you. Weirdly,
it's actually becoming more of a camper van now. The bed didn't you? I couldn't fit in Sue's van before.
The bed fit me.
The bed was designed to fit somebody that was 5'6" or whatever.
It was designed purposely not to fit someone taller than me for reasons. Yeah, it was designed purposely so that it would only fit me in and no one bigger than me.
But I'm a dab hand at fixing things.
Now,
I can fix anything that's broke.
But now I need it to.
now
I want it to fit someone that's taller than me. Whereas before I didn't want it to be able to fit someone. If that makes it all sense to you. In a roundabout way.
People that I think get into van life and enjoy it, and you hear a lot of people say van life is probably one of the best things they've ever done, and so many people say they'd never go back to an house. I think in the first 6 months that wouldn't have been me. I didn't have a decent heating system. My solar system wasn't very good.
Heating or eating.
Eating. No, eating, keeping warm. I was cold.
Heating.
The first winter I spent in the van, I was quite cold. I was low on electrics, and that sort of put a bit of a damper on things, and made me start to think, am I going to be able to continue this for a long term? And it wasn't until I sort of modified the van to fit me a little bit better and to be more off grid that I started to enjoy it more. Now I wouldn't change it for the world. I mean, if you offered me an house tomorrow, I wouldn't want it. I don't need it. This is enough space for me personally. Well, for me and you. Maybe not enough space for the 2 dogs that we have, because they always bring the dirt and the mud and the water in.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't change things whatsoever. I've really enjoyed my time in van life, and I plan to continue. It's allowed me to give up my job. It's allowed me to have the freedom I've got at the moment. And what was it we were saying about? We were talking about that today, wasn't we? About having the freedom to just not do things, not to be like, you haven't got the maintenance of an house. And where's he going? Yeah.
Having to work, like I said in my rambling video, if you work, you're usually working your socks off to pay for a massive house,
council tax, gas,
and you're working
electric,
Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. You're working and working and working, and you end up with only these 2 days free, Saturday and Sunday, and you're so shattered from working to pay for the big house that you don't actually get to spend any time in it.
I think now I'm shattered from my
paddleboarding.
Yeah, my personal leisure. Just out enjoying walking, paddleboarding, travelling around. I'm knackered from that. So, and one of the things I've noticed, like I did a video a little while back about the cost of living in van life, and I think I really do need to redo that video now, because most of what I said back then I would need to change, because now that I'm not in London, now that I'm not having to travel out of London every weekend and do massive miles to get anywhere decent, I'm mainly around middle of the country, around the Lake District, and the Midlands, Yorkshire, places like that. So I can be somewhere nice within a 10-minute drive. So the cost of living has plummeted.
You only need to drive when you want to drive, really.
Yeah,
you can stay wherever you want.
There's places around here where I can park up on my own, as long as there ain't masses of vans all parked up with me. I could go park up somewhere around this place, around here, and stay there for months without even being noticed, because I don't go park up in the normal van communities. I'm staying away from van communities and parking solo or just with me and Sue. And occasionally we do go down to Morecambe on the promenade and park up around there, and there's a considerable number of vans, but it's only for a night or two. And yeah, that alone has cut some of the costs of my living a huge amount, because now I'm not having to go out of London and travel all this way to find somewhere nice to park. So that's another benefit. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't free up my time and leave the job. So yeah, leaving the job has actually worked out really well. I was really worried when I left the job, and I thought I would be skint and struggling and all that sort of stuff. And I'm actually happier than I've ever been in my lifetime. So that's a pretty good bonus. Yeah, you and your van. I didn't let you finish, did I?
Am I happy with it?
Yeah.
Am I glad I did it?
Yeah, I think you still are, aren't you?
I'm most definitely happy that I did it, that I bought the van. I did get to a point though, like you realised, that I'd sort of the build finished for me. The build ended because there was too many things that I just couldn't figure out how to do. So it was functional.
Yeah.
But the van for me, like I've said in a previous video as well, it's a means of escape. It's a means of peace and a sanctuary. Yeah,
unfortunately what Sue had done, my poor English, what Sue had done is do some of the major stuff, but hadn't done some of the little snagging bits, and it was like some of the awkward how do you do this bits that she didn't have a clue how to fix.
Yeah, but it took you a while.
I did have to sit and solve it and have a think about it and scratch my head, because some of the issues that we had
It's the type of van. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's
And potentially.
It's a fiberglass roof van with a metal body, so it's got like an add-on roof. So it sort of narrows and it's got some quirky shapes to it, which we'll have to show you in a video or in a photo or something.
It's not got that many quirky shapes anymore.
No, they're all getting straightened out. But Sue didn't know how to fix some of these little edges because there was nothing to screw to and nothing to fix panels to and stuff like that. But we're slowly sort of working it out and solving some of the problems that she had. And now it's coming together and starting to look like a finished van. So I think that frustrated you a bit and left you a bit sort of, I'm not going to finish this.
Yeah, it's just going to stay like it is. But it was functional and it still is functional and it works. Yeah. It's just, it could be better.
It will get better soon.
But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's another thing that has happened. It's given me some time to actually help Sue sort her van out. What are we going to be doing in the future? I don't know.
We might at some point get into Europe maybe, but don't know about that. We've got to problem solve the whole dog passport if we do.
Yeah.
And then cats. Take the cats with us. Easy.
Cats, dogs. We ain't got no fish yet though.
We ain't got a bird either. We might get a budgie. We might be able to pick up a canary tomorrow.
So what do we normally do on a normal night in a van? This basically, we don't normally have wine. We've got a couple of bottles of wine for tonight, and some chocolate chip cookies. And the wine isn't what we normally have. We normally have dinner, sit down and talk, go for a walk the dogs, lots of tea, and just sort of, if we get bored of an area, just find another area and stroll around and find just local things to see and investigate and explore.
You should. Oh, you've sort of shown outside, haven't you?
Yeah, I've showed you outside. I haven't actually taken you for a walk out. Maybe I'll take you for a little stroll outside so you can see where we're parked. And this is sort of quite commonly sort of places around here. Quite easy to find, I think. If you know where to look.
Yeah. This little extra bit that we're in isn't.
Sean might know.
Sean, don't tell him.
Sean, don't tell him no. He will know it.
Sean knows exactly where we are. As soon as we post the picture up, he'll know where we are.
Yeah. So I mean, it's nice giving out park ups, but then the next time you come, like at the moment now, it's
no one here. But
what day is it?
It's Friday.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Okay, Friday night, and there's no one parked here. Not even a car. So
I mean, the added thing is there's a whole load of signs a bit further away from where we are, but this part is hidden, so not a lot of people know that this is here.
Yeah, for me to get here, I have to sort of scratch my van a bit.
And you wouldn't have known this was here, would you?
I might have explored.
You would on foot. You probably would have done. I would have done on
foot. Yeah, I would have explored on foot and then driven down here.
Which is, I think, what I did when I very first came here, because I was like.
Which was what me, Ian, and Graham used to do when we first started out together. Graham had this little tiny weeny Ford Custom van. It was a small sort of like a weekend getaway van for him. And that was our sort of reconnaissance van. We would send him up these little tiny lanes and he would go and explore because he could turn around in them, and it was quite nippy. So it was more like a car, so he could sort of shoot about and find out whether it was worth us taking our bigger vans down there and parking up for the night. So yeah, that's sort of all changed now because Graham's got a big, huge bus. So now he sort of like looks at me to go down the little narrow lanes, or Ian. I ain't seen him for quite a while actually. It'd be nice to catch up with you guys. Yeah.
You done watching?
Am I done wittering? Yeah, I think so. I think that'll be the end of this video. But
You better say thanks for watching then.
We've got something else for coming. Yeah, thanks for watching, and hello to the new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing.
And if you haven't subscribed, press that little
please
bell.
do. Yeah, it'll help us, help the channel.
Please give it a like as well and a comment, because it all really helps the channel.
Yeah,
big time.
Right, take care, guys. Good talking to you again. Bye for now.